play it for me.
Well, I don't think I can remember.
If she can stand it, I can.
Yo, what up? Thank you. Anyone interested in any of the music, make sure you hit exclamation music, find out where we're getting it. Thanks to my friend Kid. If you would like a list of commands to follow, you can find a full list. For example, that is a link to my keyboard, the type of keyboard I got. We're about to go live. We do not have our normal setup tonight. Normal setup would be Jared here in, I'm gonna say studio, but it's just my basement. We are going to be doing that. I have my iPad propped up next to me, so we are going to have a sketchy little setup where I will FaceTime him here in about 5 minutes, and we will get some questions going for Jared and I, and we'll get our thoughts on some NFL playoff talk. It's a little bit of NBA, and we'll finish off with new games and touch on a little bit of disc golf. Today we're brought to you by Iron Lion. And I would like to give a shout out to them. Iron Lion Disc Golf Supply. Make sure you visit their website. They are located in Moline, Illinois. The host of the 2017 Amateur Disc Golf World Championships will be in the Quad Cities and will be held by Iron Lion, along with many other sponsors that I'm not sure, but they will be main tournament directors. This is a test. I will be streaming video games after this. We'll have a giveaway. But yeah. I will get the call going here and we will start it up. Give me a couple minutes. we will be taking off. Hello. I need to. Well. Hello. No. No, yeah. I want that, but I need to be able to pick up your voice on the stream as well. And so, like, just with you talking, can you hear yourself at all? On the stream? Oh, you have it muted. Okay. Well, let me just set up my webcam mic, and that'll pick up everything that we say quick. Say something, Jared. Okay, now say something.
Hello. Hello.
Boom. There we go. Alrighty. Here we go.
Welcome.
Our first episode. Numero uno, exactly. Let's turn on that. No, it wasn't. There we go. Well, alright, so.
Here we are, we finally did it.
We did, dude.
We've been in the process for quite a while. Kind of wanted somewhere to talk sports, give us a reason to talk about sports seriously and for a longer time than just sitting around shooting the shit. So it's nice to actually have it here and pull it up and ready to go.
That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. And with Yinks out there, our producer, giving us a review after this, it'll be good to hear. I'm interested to hear what he's gonna have to say. But I guess I'm just gonna skip like the intro thing and just go right into the NFL.
Yeah, let's do it.
For the playoffs, I know that there are other games than what I had written down and sent to you, other than the Pats and Texans and Packers Cowboys. But I feel like those are like the main storylines for the playoffs this year.
That's where all your, what I think and what most people would think, those are probably where your Super Bowl teams are coming from, unless something out of the ordinary happens. When it comes to Pats versus Texans, it's incredible the Texans have even made it this far. In a rough division, they kind of just, granted they did go undefeated in their division, which is not the hardest division, but
it's still
they kind of came out with a tough defense. That's kind of how they run things. Brock Osweiler wasn't really what they thought he would be. Didn't really give their playmakers, a lot of Lamar. They brought in Lamar Miller. Didn't really come to what they thought he could do.
Yeah.
Their offense kind of just skidded out. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long they can hang with a team and an organization as well run as the Patriots.
Yep. And Lamar Miller he had a surge last year towards the end of the season, his little second half. And did he get traded or was he a free agent? Is that why? Was he a free agent?
Yeah, I believe he was traded, I believe. I don't know off the top of my head, but
the 2016 Brock Osweiler has had a completion percentage of 59%. He's only had 15 TDs and 16 interceptions. That's like a college level player, and not a good college player.
It's tough because last year he may have seemed like he was a competent quarterback because of the defense he had. Now he's obviously with another
good defense. Yeah.
So he's still skidding along, and I guess we'll see how it comes about. We'll see what his future brings, because I don't see him being a high level or even a mid-level starter consistently in the NFL.
Yeah.
But you got to tip your cap to the Texans who have made it this far with what they have.
Oh my gosh.
They have playmakers. They have Will Fuller, the rookie out of Notre Dame.
Do you honestly think they have a chance at all? Do you think it's going to be a close game, or are the Patriots just walking through?
With the NFL is very. It's very. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So, but when you're going up against an organization like the Patriots with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and they've been through scenarios like this before, playing a tough defense. I just don't think there's a lot that the Texans have to put up points that the Patriots do. I really don't.
Yeah. And you are a die-hard Bears fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Die-hard Bears fan. So there's no chance that you're rooting for the Packers versus the Cowboys. But do you think Dak Prescott is going to be able to, even though he has a very good line and surrounding cast, will he be able, do you think, as a rookie, stand up to the pressure of the playoffs and going against the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, who's on a tear like he was a few years ago when they won the Super Bowl?
Absolutely. And because Aaron Rodgers takes that type of thing personally when someone calls him out or his effort or his play is when he really locks it in, which is, like you said, as a Bears fan, I know it all too well. The capabilities he has as a quarterback. Then again, that you're going up against the Dallas Cowboys team who the losses they've had were slim to close games.
Yeah.
That team has a lot of confidence. They don't think they're going to lose to anyone. They firmly
Oh,
an
yeah.
offensive line, which is one of the number one things you need just as an NFL organization to succeed in general. So having a guy like Dak, having a guy like Zeke Elliott, who are both rookies who are just out for blood, they don't even know what they're doing, they're just playing out of their minds. So really, really, really tough game against the Packers.
Very tough.
I could see it going down to a game-winning field goal.
Oh, that'd be so intense.
Be a very close game.
I wonder if Garrett's gonna watch the game. He doesn't follow a lot of sports, but I mean, I wonder if he's gonna watch.
I would assume a lot of people are gonna be watching this game.
I feel like that's gonna be the main one, right? That's gonna be the main one that people watch. I mean, those are the main two, but I think out of those two, people are so much more interested. Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely. I'm gonna write that under here, ratings, so we remember to look it up for next show.
They're gonna be very, very high.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially the NFL and playoffs. Dallas, Green Bay. It's gonna be a good game. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And no disrespect to the Steelers, who our producer Yinks loves. No disrespect to them in their game. Who are they going against? I forget. Falcons? Or no?
Yeah.
Is it Falcons Steelers?
No.
Or is it no? It's Falcons Seahawks. Steelers. I'm struggling. I forget. Chiefs. They play the Chiefs.
Yeah,
okay.
The
Chiefs.
Chiefs are a tough team as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game too, actually.
Yeah.
If Big Ben's foot or ankle, whatever's up, if that ends up being okay, and Le'Veon and Antonio show up, the Chiefs are gonna have definitely a hard time with them. Moving on, sticking with NFL for a little bit, we'll stick with the playoffs thought process anyway, and we'll go with your Super Bowl predictions. Who do you have in the bowl?
Well, I probably have what everybody else has. I see the Patriots. I don't see them slowing down. And then winner of Cowboys-Packers, kind of a crapshoot. I'd say I'd lean probably if I had to bet money, I would bet on the Packers only because of Aaron Rodgers and how just amazing he's playing. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's how kind of where everyone's going is Packers, Dallas, or the Patriots. But that's just how I see it rolling out. I do think the Steelers probably have the best offense among all the playoff teams that are still eligible. And with the weapons they have, Le'Veon Bell can do everything.
Oh my God!
And
Yeah, he
let
catch,
alone Antonio Brown, and I just their weapons are the best in the NFL. So it'd be fun. I'd like to see Patriots Steelers would be a great game, but organization, the Patriots, they never cease to amaze me. So I'm gonna go. If I had to bet, like I said, I'd go Patriots Packers.
That would be awesome. I have the Patriots in there as well. And I think the Packers are going to beat the Cowboys, but just for how much I wouldn't mind seeing the Cowboys in there. I would like them to lose personally to the Patriots. It would be good. I would like him to lose because I personally want Tom Brady to get one more ring. I think it'd be awesome if he got it. So I'm kind of leaning towards him. But Belichick, they're so good. The Giants are out, so they don't have to worry about Eli sneaking another ring from him. So
throwing him over in the end.
Who do you think should get MVP?
It's another one. When I saw that was that's another. I'd like to think a player like Matt Ryan could maybe win it just because he's taken that team and he's given them one of the best offensive seasons the NFL has seen.
Oh yeah.
They're up there right along with the Steelers as probably one of the best offenses. It's sort of an unconventional to pick Matt Ryan. I'd like to see him win it. I have a feeling it's going to be either one of the Dallas Cowboys, probably Dak Prescott, or bit of a reach just because he's a running back, but I think it'll go to a quarterback. And it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
I mean, media loves Tom Brady, so
Oh yeah, they're
that
gonna
could
be
also
pumping
be
him.
a factor because he's always bringing a roster that's not necessarily the strongest, and he always is bringing them to the top
Yeah.
tier of the NFL.
And he
so-
only had 12 games this year, and look at his numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He
stuff.
still
It's
comes
just
in
crazy.
and absolutely lights it up.
I had one more question, but if you can answer it quickly, I would like to know who do you think had the best season for a non-playoff team?
As far as upside and a team that's fun to watch that has young players, I like what I saw from the Tennessee Titans. They have a good run game. They have Marcus Mariota, who's obviously becoming a pretty capable quarterback.
Yeah,
He's been
got
very
injured there
good,
at the
has
end,
legs.
but he'll recover. He's young.
Yeah, and I like the defense is capable, and that, like I said, like same thing with the Texans. They're in a division that is, it has Andrew Luck, but the Jacksonville Jaguars don't seem like they're doing anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
So I think if any team
They can't utilize the talent.
Yeah,
It seems like the Jaguars can't.
Yeah, I don't see the Jaguars coming along unless they find a quarterback because they do have weapons. But I don't know. I like what I saw from the Titans every time. They gave a lot of teams a tough out. They gave a lot of teams a tough game. Their run defense was. They have Derrick Henry and DeMarco Murray who were just
Beast.
nobody could stop them. So
Yeah,
I like them. I like to see what they're doing next year. It'd be interesting.
definitely. We're gonna shift gears and go to the headband portion of the show.
My wheelhouse, my favorite.
Oh my gosh! I mean, of the traditional sports, my favorite by far.
Yeah, love the NBA.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of it, everyone is debating whether Derrick Rose did what he did because of actual family stuff or because of the argument he got into for being benched and acting like a little baby and running away and stuff. Like, what do you... I mean, we don't really know. We can just go off what he said.
Derrick Rose is just, he's one of those players where you question his I wouldn't necessarily say love for the game of basketball, but you question his dedication in being a professional and having that, like, he seems like as his career goes on, he obviously has the skills and he's had some injury concerns that have altered his actual performance, but as far as performance goes, he's always been a top tier player. It's just his attitude and his mind. It's just, it seems like it's not 100% in being a professional and being in the NBA and doing things that you have to do when you're a professional, making tens of millions of dollars to be an athlete. You have to at least tell your organization where you are. If you're just not going to show, you can't just not show up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird scenario. I mean, obviously, maybe more information will come out, but as of now, it just makes me question his intentions on being a professional.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes people wonder where his mindset really is and what he really cares about. Does he care about being that MVP caliber player that he once was, or does he just kind of want to be that role player and on a team finish his career and kind of just get on out of here, you know?
Fade away, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. It's one of those things where he's gonna be an asset on some teams. He's gonna keep getting picked up if he gets, you know, because he has the skill set. But it's just a matter of if an organization wants to deal with someone who has the mindset that he does.
Yeah, definitely. Going with that, we're going to kind of stick with dysfunctional point guards right now. And I'm going to move into your team, the Bulls. And I would like to know, what are your thoughts on Rondo? Do you think he's got a future there? Do you think he's going to be able to mend the fence? Or do you think they're going to be shipping him on out?
See, Rondo's another tough one, because Rondo is a player's player from what I hear. Like, players just have nothing but great things to say about him. His mind for the game is is some of the best in the NBA, as people say, but there's just something with his play that just doesn't. It's not clicking anymore.
Yep, doesn't mesh.
He's a liability on defense. He has no jump shot. He's a very ball dominant point guard. So with a ball dominant point guard who can't score but looks for the assist, I mean,
yeah,
his plus minus is terrible when he's in the game. The Bulls are better with Michael Carter Williams or Jeremy Grant,
yeah,
Valentine, or whoever they throw in at the time. I like Rondo just because I like the things that other players say about him and his mind for the game. And he's basically a coach on the floor. I think that does wonders in the locker room.
His IQ is one of the best.
Absolutely. I think that's huge to have in a locker room, but when you're not producing on the floor, I mean, there's kind of I think his time in the NBA is slowly fizzing out. Same with D Rose. I think he'll still be on rosters for the next couple of seasons, maybe, but he's probably away from being a top caliber point guard in the NBA.
Oh yeah, he's his best days are behind him, for sure. Sorry, I'm checking our Twitter feed, checking the thing. Hearing from a little bit from the stream here. Rondo has to go. M Dimes, he's a turnover machine.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Ying Skeet, hope they trade him by the deadline. It was a fun experiment, but it's not working. Yeah, I totally agree.
I agree with both of those things.
He has not been producing the way he was when they first started playing. You were like, oh wow, these guys are getting along. They're going to be able to have something special.
Well with the young guys.
Yep, and they could make a good playoff push. But then there's his what do you want to call it? His not his ego, but just his personality starts weighing on everybody. It does,
especially on the court.
Yeah, and I feel like you have to be with certain people. I think the 08 team, he wouldn't even have a ring if it wasn't for Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett being a little bit older and a little bit more mature. And Paul Pierce is older than him,
and I think
keeping him in line.
During that run, he was getting steals. He was a nemesis.
Oh my gosh.
He was actually putting forth effort towards the other side of the ball, which on the later end of his career, he's kind of being deficient.
Yeah, he definitely is. We are still sticking with a point guard theme. People have been wondering if Kyrie Irving is actually one of the best, if he's starting to come into his own and will be continually producing and giving us these seasons, or is he just too injury prone to put that sort of pressure on?
Yeah, as of now, I mean, he seemed like he stayed relatively healthy. I mean, with the Cavs, besides the 2 years ago when he was out of the playoffs, but I mean, I would almost argue that he's a little underrated because of just his skill. I mean, you can see he has the clutch gene. His assist numbers are up. I mean, he's playing more games than ever. He's on that team. He meshes so well. I mean, those three players, him, Kevin, and Bron, that's all they really have to. They don't really need anything else. They kind of that's their bread and butter. So I think Kyrie runs it as well as he could. And on nights where LeBron is not going to score a lot, or if someone's shot's not falling, Kyrie's one of those players who's just going to keep shooting. Yeah. He's gonna make shots. He's gonna make some plays that make you wonder how he's human.
Yeah, exactly. And he he's showing he's one of those players that will be in he can perform in the clutch moments. He can hit the big shots. He can be that player.
He hit the biggest shot of the season last year.
Oh my shot of his career.
Absolutely
literally.
Amazing. Yep.
Literally.
And he did it again on Christmas Day. That's just part of his DNA is the clutch gene, and that's a huge factor to have.
I'm gonna skip over a topic quick, and I'm going to go with the 76ers. I really would like to talk about the 76ers quick.
That's the fun fun conversation to have.
And let's see, Yinks just threw in Kyrie is averaging 24.2 points per game, 5.9 assists per game.
Yeah,
Studs. Are those career highs?
Anywhere else in the NBA, like, people are talking about him every single day. Like, he's just on the Cavs, so he kind of goes. That's why I would argue he's underrated, because he is on the Cavs, and when we talk about the Cavs, it's obviously LeBron's team. But before LeBron was there, it was Kyrie's team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. How do you not hand the torch back to LeBron?
Exactly.
And yeah, looks like last year on the title run, Kyrie only averaged 19.6 points per game and 4.7 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game, and I'm gonna give you steals, 1.1.
Yeah.
And now, coming into this year, making their defending run up to 24.2, the 5.9 assists, 3.5 rebounds, and still sitting at 1.1 steals. All up from last year. So I think the Cavaliers, if it is the foregone destiny of the 3 in a row of Warriors Cavaliers, which basically is going to be it unless somebody gets injured, Yeah, exactly. And it's just, I think the Cavaliers are going to give the Warriors more of a run for their money than everyone thinks. I feel like people think that just, hey, pause. This is a random thought about Rondo I had when we were talking about him. Can you imagine Draymond at the center, Durant at power forward?
Don't even say Rondo.
Hold on. Yes. And Klay Thompson at small forward. Move Curry to 2. And then you would have Rondo at point guard. And you just tell him, hey, we don't need anything but assists from you. You do your thing. You do your court vision, run down, dish the ball every which way. And don't worry about defense. We have some of the best defense with us 4. We think we can get by with that. That'd be pretty crazy.
Rondo slows down.
Yeah.
The speed and the ball movement.
That is true.
He's very dribble. Oh, try and make a fancy pass. Oh, there it is. There's the assist. But
that is true.
I think that would hurt more than it would help.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, the 76ers, they've been tanking for a while. This is the first year within the last probably 5 years, 6 years. I don't know how long they've been tanking. For a long time now, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems.
It seems like it's kind of paying off.
Yeah, because I like their players. They're one point guard really away. I mean, they added Jared Bayless from Milwaukee. He's been injured. They shuffled T.J. McConnell and Sergio Rodriguez, who are capable. And I mean, Joel Embiid. They have Okafor. They're kind of clogged at the center position. So I think if they can make a trade,
very much so. They need to get rid of one of them. I think they're just waiting for one of them to produce big, and they're gonna
ship them off. But from the way it looks, I mean, Jalil's getting DNP coaches' decisions, so it's because it looks like they're running more towards Nerlens and Embiid together rather than Okafor and Embiid together.
Embiid is just
Embiid is an absolute monster. His per 36 numbers are top 6, 7 in the NBA overall. I mean, the guy is an absolute freak. He's still not even eclipsing really 30 minutes a night. He's still on the lower end of that. But once his minutes ramp up, I mean, the guy, he can score everywhere. He can score everywhere. I mean, he's a phenom. The way he moves on the court, he's so fluid. I mean, he's the absolute next generation of basketball. Being a guy that's a 7-footer that can dribble like Karl Anthony Towns and those type of players,
and do a little bit of everything.
I think the Sixers have good assets, but I think they're still maybe one star away from actually making a decent playoff run. Maybe give Embiid another offseason, and then I really like the way the 76ers are going though.
Yeah. Ying Skeet says the Lakers are interested in Nerlens Noel. What do you think about a potential Lakers-Sixers trade? I feel like it would be almost they would be just shoveling young guys to and from. It wouldn't really be any big moves, I don't think, because you're not going to see who just signed there, Mozgov. You're not going to see him move there because he's a big man. You know, Lou Williams, they're not going to ship him off. He's a little bit of a veteran presence compared to the other guys. Coming off the bench, he's very strong. It says Embiid's averaging 19.4 points and 7 rebounds per game this year. That is awesome. Wasn't he injured all last year?
Was that? Sorry, I was faded.
Embiid is averaging 19.4 points and 7 rebounds. Okay. This is just a random little thing I heard right before I got off.
Hey, I might have to leave. I gotta go do some stuff. So we can do one more segment, but we're gonna make it quick.
Ooh. Here, let's just wrap it up. Let's wrap up this segment with MVP for basketball so far.
Yeah, I like, as of now, I like James Harden. I know people are liking Russell Westbrook because of what I just like the way the Rockets are going. I think Mike D'Antoni could possibly get Coach of the Year just by the way he's turned around James Harden's career with his assists, and he's still bringing everything that he had, but now he's bringing the assists as well. So as of now, I like James Harden. I like what he brings. A little bit more than Westbrook, because I think he's a little less reckless than Westbrook is sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be Harden. I just don't see them giving Westbrook the MVP when he's a 7th seed, or if they.
That's what I would lean towards.
What up, Lore? And one more quick question, Coach of the Year. Who do you think is going to take down Coach of the Year?
In NBA?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It's basically going to be whoever.
Like I said, I like Mike D'Antoni, dude.
Mike D'Antoni, yeah.
I think he's changed that Rockets team into they were effective last year, but now they're even more effective by the way he's able to spread things, and their 3-point shooting. He's made Eric Gordon into the 6th man of the year. So as of right now, that would be my Coach of the Year.
Nice, yeah, I would have to agree. You're really seeing him utilize their offense in a way that hasn't been utilized before, and Harden doesn't look like just a selfish ball hog now.
Exactly.
He looks like he's playing the game how it should be played, and
yes, I totally agree.
He's getting the stats to approve of that. But yeah, I will let you go.
All right.
And next one we'll plan a little better, and we'll be able to have time to do it.
It was a nice trial run. It was fun. We got some good topics in, and I appreciate the people, everybody in here watching, Yinks, Pesky, and everybody else. It's good talk, but I'll till next time.
All right, later, man.
Later.
All right, guys. I'm going to take a quick break here, and I will come back and wrap up the show, and then we will switch over to some games. I want to say thank you to Iron Lion Disc Golf Supply for showing their support of the show. Make sure to visit their store located in Moline, Illinois. Search them up on Facebook or go to their website at www.ironliondgs.com.
hopping in. Thank you again to Iron Line Golf Supply. Support for Hidden Lips Lounge for Pulsar. I don't got my co-host here with me anymore. Follow him on Twitter. It's Lights Out Loitz. Lights with a Z. Out Loitz. Loitz. Alright. I think the MVP for the NBA, we can touch back on that real quick. I think it should be LeBron. Should have gotten it. I mean, yeah, whatever. Steph Curry had amazing years, but I just think I feel like he should have got it last year. I just want him to get one more. I want him to get another ring, and I want him to get another. Video games. They remastered COD 4. It's a great one. It's fun. I like it, and should be time. Gonna wrap up the show, and we'll kick it off with Jared there at the next one. Some games that are worth picking up. NBA 2K, 2K17, the new storyline from what I've heard is really good, very interactive, not so boring. Should you guys give that a look it up, look at the gameplay, check it out, see if it's something you'd like. FIFA 2K17, it seems awesome. I have not played that, but all my gotten it, love it. Part of it seems like it's awesome. As far as new it's coming out, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe next time we will have our friend Log on, who is respondent. Next show week, and we'll try to get him on next. I hope to. I will be now, so but thank you all for checking out Moments in Headband. I will catch you next time. Thank you to everyone who helped us. All of that. A lot. Hope the rest of your evening